welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Missy Leeds. Thank you for all of those who've been tuning in, and if this is your first time being here, stay a while. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop down in the comments. You know what to do. Don't act like this is your first rodeo. Okay? Alright. So, did y'all watch it? Young and Pregnant. I don't know. This episode was just, I always feel like it's and then it's okay, kind of good. Some people had a lot to contribute to the episode, and then some people were just a little lackluster. Ashley didn't have that much drama, so I'm going to leave her for last. Who should I go with first? I'm going to go with Kayla first because it wasn't lackluster, but yet it was, I have a lot to say about it. So, Kayla, I love Kayla. Can't stand her deadbeat baby father, Stefan, but we're not going to get into him because his ugly behind did not show up on my TV screen. So, with that being said, we're going to go on. So, she's at her mother's house, and her mother says, you know, I think I'm going to move to Iowa because Luke and Kayla, they're supposed to be moving to Iowa because Luke is moving to Iowa due to school. Because like I said before in my previous video, Luke must be really good at basketball. The NBA might be looking at him, or they think that the NBA might be looking at him. Whatever. So now he's going to go to a 4-year school with like, what is it, like A1? No, it's not A1. I forgot the like grading for school, like school teams, but whatever. So Kayla kind of like makes this face of like, you're gonna move with us or move around to be with us, and she's like, yeah, you know, you're not gonna know anyone out there. I want to be close to the grandbabies because she is pregnant again with her second child. No shade on that, but you're about to move to a whole nother state, in which in a previous episode, her behind was like, I'm not going to know anyone out there. It's just going to be me and Luke. And if my mother said, oh my God, I'm moving with you, I will be jumping for joy. When I lived in Georgia and I had a semi-good support team, when my mother said, you know what, I'm thinking I might move to Georgia too, I was ecstatic. But everyone doesn't have the same relationship with everyone's parents, so I'm not gonna judge. She proceeded to say in her like little interview, she's not so excited that her mother wants to move with her, because the reason why she had to move out was because her mother kind of kicked her out. But that was last season, and the reason why she kicked you out, stop playing the victim game. You got kicked out because you was letting old boy Stefan come over. But yet this whole season, we never see Stefan in your apartment, but you disrespected your mother's rules on your mother did not want Stefan in her own house. 1, because she does not respect him. 2, because he stole from her. So how dare you kind of be like, well, I'm kind of annoyed because, you know, she kicked me out. I'm in this situation. You didn't respect her rules. That's just, meh. Then, Luke's family is the real MVP. I'm not even gonna lie. Luke's family threw them a whole baby shower. It was cute. I low-key want to have another baby just so I can have a baby shower like that. Not to say the baby showers, no, I've only had one baby shower, and then the rest 2 were like welcoming parties for my daughters. But I just want to have another baby just to have a party like that. Shoot. Or I want to contribute because I like ideas like that, but that's neither here nor there. I'm digressing, sorry. It was very cute. I loved it. They even had pictures of her son into it. Like, his family has really accepted Stefan's son, and I forget his name right now. Kayla's first child. I like Luke's family. So Luke's mother is talking to Kayla, and she's like, oh my God, y'all gonna be like 2.5 hours away. How do you feel about that? Is your mom gonna be moving down there? I don't know if Luke had told his mother that Kayla's mother might be moving down, or she was just making conversation. she's like, yeah, she's thinking about it. She's like, well, that's good. You know, you won't really have anyone down there. Blase, blase. Before that scene of the baby shower, I skipped over. Kayla goes home and tells Luke, oh, yeah, my mom is thinking about moving to Iowa to be around us. Luke says, you know, if it was my mom, I would tell her no. No, what are you talking about? Y'all are still like little, y'all not teeny boppers like Rachel and Brianna. Y'all seem like y'all have y'all lives a little bit more together. But accept any help that's coming. Like, stop acting like y'all so grown and independent. Like, nah, y'all not. Stop. Accept this help. Your mother says she wants to be around so that she could be close enough so she can have a relationship with your children. And two, if you ever need help, she's going to be there. Kayla also says, like, oh, my mom is just going to quit her job. No, boo-boo. Your mother does not seem like she's that stupid to just quit her job and move. She's probably looking to move. She also says, like, you know, she's thinking about selling the house that she's in. One, she's either sell it or she's going to rent it. That's income right there to pay for her rent. She could rent that house to pay for the rent for, like, hello, I'm just saying. Everyone's not dumb. I am just saying. Then Kayla and Luke are supposed to be going one weekend to go look at apartments again. That bus did not need to be that loud, messing me up. So Kayla's mother says, you know, oh, I want to come with you. I want to look at apartments as well. Get a feel of things. I don't know. My mother does those kind of things with me. If I'm ever moving out of the state, no, she didn't do it when I moved to Georgia. But she would like to see, like, you know, when I bought my first car, she came with me. Like, I don't know. They must just not have the dynamic of she's trusting in her mother. Does she not want her mother's opinion? Just have her opinion. But again, that's... I'm babbling. I'm not trying to make this too long. Cool. So as they're driving... So they find an apartment and the mother says, you know, oh, this is a cute apartment. But Kayla's talking about how she likes this apartment as well. Seems like there might be a little friction because it seems like they both like this apartment. And side note, who is paying for this apartment? Is it MTV Checks going to be paying for this apartment? And or because, boo-boo, Kayla, you don't seem like you work. Oh boy is a student athlete. Last time I checked, they don't pay student athletes. So who's paying for this rent? And if it's Luke's family, again, they are the real MVP. I'm just saying. So now they've left the apartment complex that they looked at, and the mother is asking genuine questions. Luke, so when does school start? Oh, school starts July such and such. Let's say July 14th. School starts July 14th. Oh, wow. That's around the time Kayla's supposed to be due. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to come back when they induce her. Then, like, the mother was kind of thrown off, like, wait, induce her? Kayla's sitting in there in the passenger side talking about, he means when I go into labor. Okay, being induced, going into labor are two different things. Like, if it's going to be an induction, that's more of a set plan. Just going into labor randomly, it's not really a set plan. Plus, your behind's going to be 3 hours away. I'm just saying. So then she's like, okay, so do your teachers know that your girlfriend's pregnant? So if the baby, like, when you get that notice that she's going into labor, are you going to drop everything and come out here? Do your teachers know this? Blase, right? His demeanor was kind of like, not shut up and leave me alone, but not in a disrespectful, like, kind of like a man, kind of, yeah, you know, just trying to roll things off. I didn't find it to be that disrespectful. I could kind of understand. He's not really trying to get in the middle of their little ways. Kayla's mother says, like, oh, am I going to be in the delivery room? If I'm in the delivery room. She's like, I told you that it was just going to be me and Luke. What? You don't want your mother there? What? I don't remember. Was her mother there with her first son? Like, don't you want your mother to be there? No? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But whatever. The mother makes a great point. Listen, What if your water breaks and he's still not there? She's like, well, you could be in labor for 24 hours. Sis, every delivery is different. And from what I understand, according to people, doctors, people in like medical fields, especially the OB fields, they say the more children you have, the shorter your labor. So boo-boo, girl, you on your second pregnancy. I don't know how long your first labor was, but by the second, your body might just speed it up a little bit. And if old boy's in traffic and or there's a car accident, which would cause traffic, not him being in a car accident, up ahead, you don't want that backup. So the mother's asking genuine questions. So like everything is going to be cut and closed. Kayla's getting a whole attitude like, you're asking these questions and it's calling to me. Did she say anxiety? Something along those lines. Like, no, she's asking you questions so you could think about this to plan it out. Take a step back from whatever feelings you have about your mother and realize that this lady is asking you questions, so maybe you can make a second plan. Here's your plan A. See if there's plan B. And your mother's trying to be there for you. God. But whatever. Her segment was done. I always go long on Kayla's segment, mostly because of deadbeat Stefan. But Kayla, I was not feeling Kayla this episode. Bree. Okay, Bree was real quick. Bree's sister and her boyfriend finally move in. They moved to, I think they live in Oregon. Yeah, they finally moved to Oregon. And first off, they flew. So I feel like in the upcoming episodes, there's going to be issues with cars. I just have this feeling. So she's FaceTiming her sister, and she tells her sister, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be so happy that you're going to be here. We can hang out. You're going to be my babysitter." Yo, the look on her sister's face was, yeah, okay. I did not lay down and have a baby. You did. I am not going to be nobody's babysitter. Like, I help you out here and there. But she's also said you're going to change all the Pampers I want you to change. What? Whose baby is this? Mine or yours? I'm just saying. I just thought the sister's reactions, her facial expressions were hilarious. The sister and her boyfriend, they move. They come on the flight. It's cute. They proceed to talk about the person that Bree is talking to. I finally find out something about Bree. Bree is bisexual. Okay. So she likes dude and women, and the person that she's talking to is transgender. It's a girl transitioning into a guy. Cool. The same day that Bree's sister arrives in Oregon, Bree's friend, because they don't have a title, also gets to Oregon, but she's going to meet him a little later, right? Yes. She's going to meet him a little later. Cool. So they show them meeting. Bree asked him, why did he move to Oregon? He said, because weed is legal here. And they had him, like, they caught him smoking weed, not like a regular blunt, that the vape ones, right? All right. Whatever. Yo. So then Bree kind of was like, okay. He said, no, that's not only the reason why. The other reason, he said also because of his family. That's another reason why he moved up there. Cool. She said, so what do you plan on doing when now that you're up here? He says, probably try to get a job in a dispensary, a weed dispensary. Okay. And she kind of was like, okay. And then he proceeds to say, and also try to work at the VA. Yo, Bree lives under a rock. She needs to get out more. She needs to educate herself, live life. Like, she don't have to be, that's what it is. She low-key does not come off book smart, but she needs to get street smart. The girl did not know what a VA was. And then she proceeded to say, I've never heard of those. He said, a veterans hospital? Oh, you didn't know what a VA was? You work at a dentist's office as not a medical assistant. I guess you're just an assistant. But as you were applying for jobs, you didn't see that come up there to work there? I don't know. That's just, whoo, that girl's special. She has these reservations about this whole weed situation because I forgot her old fling's name. I don't remember. But he used to smoke weed, and I guess it kind of triggers something. He used to have a lot of anger issues, and I think it's because of testosterone he was taking, plus being frustrated with that little annoying girl. I would understand. He was also a female transitioning to a male. That was Bree's little story. Nothing special. Seriously, nothing special. Who else? Kaya. All right, Kaya needs to grow up. She needs to grow up. So her little segment starts off where her talking to Tiaza, her girlfriend, saying, we're gonna go prom shopping. You're about to graduate. Tiaza really doesn't care about like the prom. She's just happy to graduate. I'm happy for that. Good. I'm happy for that. But Kaya didn't get to go to her prom, so she's going to try to live vicariously through Tiaza's prom. Somewhere along the lines, signals get crossed, and Tiaza like, I'm just going to go prom shopping with my cousin. Yo, Kaya took that and ran with it with the whole fight. She was crying on the phone. She was calling people. Yo, I couldn't. After watching it for so long, I'm like, what are you really mad about? Because she wanted to go shopping without you? Because she don't really care? She wanted to go with her cousin? She's on the phone. She's like, who are you going with? Tiaza said something like, my cousin, TT or Kiki, whatever. And then just Yatu and her friend. Who's her friend? Oh, so you out there with itches? Put a B in front of what I said. This, that, and other. Yo, you took it 0 to 100 real quick. And it's not that serious. Tiaza, I like Tiaza because she don't be putting up with Kaya's nonsense. At one point, she said, I don't got time for this, and hung up. Yo, this is when I knew Kaya, like I related with Kaya. When you know you real pissed, you gotta call your friend to calm you down. She calls her sister and she was like, tell me if I'm wrong. But the crazy thing is, she went outside and she's sitting on the, not even the stoop. She's sitting on a curb crying to her sister. Yo, she was really emotional. About this. She was really heated that she was crying. Now she's pissed off that she keeps on calling Tiaza and Tiaza is straight ignoring her. There's even a scene when she calls her mother and she's like, yo, mom, she's at the mall and I'm about to go up there. Yo, it ain't that serious. Talk about, oh, she out there with itches. It's not that serious. But then you want to get upset when you want to kiki, low key, with your baby father, even though he's in prison. Tiaza has a right to be upset because sometimes y'all don't be talking about the baby. She be getting her feelings and you sit up there like, what? She just wanted to go to the mall and get the outfit without you. But that's not my relationship. I'm not even that seems like a very low-key toxic or something. There's an underlying issue. Tiaza finally brings her behind home, and I love Tiaza because first off, her voice was raw. She was like, I'm not finna to keep on fussing with you. I don't want to argue no more. It was hilarious. And Kaya still don't understand, and she's still crying. Like, it's all over going shopping. Maybe she just wants to look at some stuff and then bring your behind back and be like, I was thinking about this, and this. Which one do you like? Instead of y'all spending 4 hours in the mall, it'll be 2 hours. I don't know. I try to look, even in my own situations, I try to look on the outside and try to play things back, depending on what day you catch me on. Who's next? Rachel. First off, kudos to Rachel's mother because she finally got buck with Rachel. Rachel needs to be Matt, because she talked back to her mother way too much. I'm not here for violence. I'm really not here for violence. But she needs to get plucked in her mouth. I'm just saying. Girl, you're just now 17. Okay? You're just now 17. And you talk like you pay bills in that house. And the fact that your mother lets your boyfriend sleep over is a whole nother... Okay. So like I've said in other episodes, Mallory needs to be on this show. Okay, Mallory needs to be on this show. Mallory, because at one point Mallory didn't know who her baby father was either. Now she does. It's with a guy who she had who used to beat her. But now she's trying to work it out for her daughter. But not only is she trying to just work it out like co-parent, she wants to be with him. Okay, I'm not gonna judge. I'm gonna mind my business, sit my tea on that. So their mother says, let's go to Atlanta, and it'll be around the same time as the baby's birthday. Emerson. I think that's Rachel's daughter's name. Rachel's sister's daughter's name. Emerson. I believe so. I don't know. I don't be knowing these kids' names. The baby's going to be turning 1. Let's go to Georgia, because they live in Tennessee. We have some family and friends out there. We used to be from Georgia, so let's go out there and have the baby's party. Mallory says, but we gotta bring such and such. That's the baby's father. We can't take him away on her first birthday. Okay, whatever. So they go to a little bowling alley for the birthday party. It was cute, but the only thing I did not find cute about this whole scene is why was this baby literally in a pamper? That's it. Like, in public. Because there's a difference of when your kid is running around in a pamper around your house, around your mama's house, around your cousin's house, in the backyard, no shoes on in a bowling alley. What? Nah, I'm like, yo, the stuff that they be doing with the kids, I don't understand it. So throughout this her whole segment is she's trying to meet up with, Rachel is trying to meet up with her father, her biological father. It's Mallory's biological father as well. He's been in and out of prison. Rachel's mother really doesn't care for him, like, at all. Rachel understands that, but she says, I don't care, I want to see my father. She's like, I really can't, whatever. I don't really like him. Whatever. So, the father says, does the father even say anything? Somehow, oh, that's what happened. Sorry, damn. Mallory says, I don't want to go see Dad. You want to have a relationship, you have a relationship. It's not really important for me to have a relationship with him. It's not really important for him to meet my daughter. You want to do that, you could do that. Okay, cool. Rachel tells her mother. Rachel proceeds to tell her mother that, Mallory doesn't want to come. So then Rachel's mother's pretty much saying like, all right, cool. So I wanted you to go with someone who was responsible. I didn't want either one of you to go alone. You need to go with someone. Rachel gets in her whole feelings and starts like yelling at her mother. I just find that to be very, very disrespectful. I don't care how old you are. Don't you ever raise your voice at your mother. Maybe like un poquito, just to say that, like you're serious. But, girl, she pays your whole bills. Mind your business. You're a little girl at the end of the day. I had the nerve to tell her mother, you act like I'm 5 years old. Sweetie, you are. Because you can't do anything without your mother. You're only 17. Okay? 1. 2, oh my God. You know what? That dynamic, I just find this very interesting. How dare you just tell your mother what you tell her? Like, that's just disrespectful. I'm just gonna say it. That's just, they're on a whole different level of disrespectful. The mother finally speaks up. Rachel gets crazy talking about, I could just disappear into some state and you won't even know anything and blase. Like, wait, what? Who are you, little girl? Who raised you? Why don't you have respect for your mother? I don't know, maybe because I'm very blessed with my mother. Let's just put it that way. I can never fathom raising my voice and speaking to my mother the way these young girls speak to their mothers. I don't know what is going on with society where these mothers are just accepting it. No, put your foot down. You don't gotta put hands on a kid, but you have to speak up and say, don't talk to me like that. Last time I checked, you lived under my roof. I pay your cell phone bill, and don't get pregnant under my house again. Crazy. They want to say you don't want to get birth control. Stupid. Who pays for your kid? Your mother does. And then her mother has a good point. Her father does not even pay her child support. So have even more respect for your mother, because your mother does everything without the help of your father. Now, I am not going to agree that her mother should be stopping her from seeing her father due to him not paying child support. But I do understand where she's coming from. I don't agree with it, but I understand. With that being said, they're arguing in front of the kids. They're arguing out loud. It is at a bowling alley. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama could hear them arguing. They are just so trashy. They are so trashy. But whatever. They get back to the hotel. Rachel finally, I guess, gets her life together and realizes, you know what, Mom, you're right. I understand. One, the prince, who's taking you behind to go see him? First off, because I don't think you have a license. Anytime you are at home, you always need someone to drive you. So that's one thing. You need someone to drive you. So the mother agrees that her family friend, or their family friend, Jake, who's some random person, to us at least, can take her. Jake has agreed. All throughout the scene, Jake is looking like he's just really looking very confused, like, oh damn, what did I step into? But whatever, we're not gonna get into that. That was hilarious. Rachel says, like, her father hasn't responded to any of her text messages. She's been trying to reach out to him since they've been in Atlanta or Georgia. I'm not sure if it was Atlanta or Georgia, but whatever. So then finally the father calls Rachel's mother. Rachel's mother says, you know what, Mallory says she doesn't want to come, so I'm gonna have my friend Jake bring Rachel, and we're gonna move on from there. Father gets all in his feelings. Why can't Rachel be here without anyone? I don't understand. I didn't agree to Jake coming. Now, this is where I do kind of agree with the father, even though he seems like he's a deadbeat also. He's not going to put his daughter in harm, hopefully. And if any harm comes to her, I would hope that he would protect her, hopefully. So then the father hangs up. Cool, whatever. He then proceeds to call Rachel, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. Your mother's making things difficult. I didn't agree for Jake to come. Why can't Jake just drop you off and pick you up? Because who's wasting all that gas money? Okay, that's one. Two, he could, like, I think they were supposed to be, like, going out to eat. He could sit at a whole nother table, probably. He could probably sit at the bar, get a couple of drinks. Probably not, because he's driving. But it's just a little bit of protection. He then proceeds to say, I can't do this. Oh, but yet you have not seen your daughter in 3 years. But just because some other party was coming, there's now an issue. I can't. These men and their dumb excuses, not looking past what is in front of them. But whatever. That ain't my daddy, so whatever. That was Rachel. Oh, Jake is sitting in the hotel room, kind of like, oh crap, what did I get myself into? He proceeds to say, I don't want to be the reason why you don't see your father whatever. And Rachel comes to a realization, which I'm very happy with, is that, no, my father shouldn't care if you come or not. He hasn't seen me in X amount of years, and according to her, it's been 3 years. This shouldn't be stopping him. So I'm happy that Rachel has come to the conclusion about that, because, that girl's special. Did I talk about? No, I didn't talk about Ashley. Bree, we talked about Bree. I think it's Ashley. She the only person. Yeah. Ashley was real quick. Her and Bar are on a better page from the last episode. They've cleared the air. Bar is able to take Holly again by himself. Yo, he's the only father who be taking his kid out of all the mothers on the show. I'm just saying. Even though he low-key, he's a different kind of deadbeat. Because I don't think he has a job. Or, let me say it this way. He doesn't have a job that you can put on the books. He might be in the street pharmaceuticals. That kind of job. Those kind of jobs. Get my hint. All right, so with that being said, I don't think he really does much financially for the child, but he is always there for the child. Ashley's supposed to be graduating. We see her at her school. She's talking to her teacher. She's about to take this midterm. She's talking about she's about to pass. Yes, sis. I love Ashley's energy. She is just a positive girl. She has her head on her shoulders. She be having hot girl summers here and there, and I'm okay with that. But she's good. I love her. Okay. I really do. Anyways. Now she's getting ready for her little graduation, right? So she calls up Bar. And she's like, Bar, is the baby ready? Did the baby take a bath? He said, no, the baby took a bath late last night. She fusses at him. She's like, give my baby a bath. Give my baby a bath. Please just give my baby a bath, because you're already kind of running late. I still got to get my makeup done. Then I got to do her hair. Why wouldn't you give her a bath? Can you just kind of knock that out the way? I know there's probably some stigma of her saying my baby, but sometimes you gotta put that. That's just how some people talk. Like, that's my baby. That's my baby. Not our baby. My baby. I don't know. I do understand that at times. The mother says, oh, is Bar coming to the graduation? She says no. In her little interview, she said, her and Bar, they're not together like that anymore, so he doesn't have to be there to witness her graduation, but she respects it. We see the graduation is cute. I love it. Everyone's there. Her two sisters, her stepfather, her mother, and the baby Holly. Cute. What I loved about her little scene, I guess she's known for twerking, and I did not know that Ashley could twerk the way she twerked. The girl could twerk. Okay, so she gets, they're outside, they're taking pictures after the graduation. You know how graduations go. Then they're walking, I guess, to the car. Her mother encouraged this one. She said, give us a twerk real quick. And she did. She broke down on the twerk. At first it was a cute one, but then she broke down into it. Oh my God. Her mother said, your father is here. And the look on Ashley's face was like, okay, so how do you think Holly was made? That was the episode. I hope you enjoyed that little recap and my thoughts. I know I'm very opinionated. And some things really get to me. It shouldn't, but I hate when people disrespect their parents. That's very one thing that gets underneath my skin. Stop disrespecting parents. These new age kids need to get plucked in their mouth. I'm just saying. But with that being said, I will see you on the next video.